Angels are majestic beings heralded as messengers of God. They do have a dark side, especially back in the Old Testament days, but seem to be, more often than not, a sign of good things to come. These 5 angels caught on camera flying and spotted in real life are sure to inspire you, whatever you believe, although some are a little suspect. We're not about to make those decisions for you and will instead let you decide for yourself in today's countdown. Before we begin, make sure you hit that subscribe button to get notified every day for more amazing content. With that being said, let's begin. Number 5. Angel saves biker. This video's a good one for the critics, and it's pretty impressive. It shows a quiet street in the middle of the night with a little bit of traffic. At first, everything seems to be normal, until a bike stalls in front of a speeding truck. With no time to hit the brakes, the truck isn't able to stop in time, and the guy on the bike is straddled atop a heavy machine, unable to get out of the way. It looks like disaster's about to strike as the truck steadily bears down on the biker, who sits helpless, watching his death approach. Suddenly, a blue streak that looks a little like lightning bursts across the intersection, enveloping the hapless biker in a fine mist. The second disaster's about to strike, the mystery streak flashes brilliantly. At that same instant, the biker reappears on the far side of the road, completely in the clear. Next to him is what looks like a man who appeared after he seemingly saved the biker's life. Quite a brilliant display, and not a bad show for a guardian angel. The truck finally stops at this point, with the driver peeling around to the back to see what kind of damage he just inflicted. He's amazed to see nobody there, and looks over to see the biker brushing himself off with the new guy patting him on the back, seemingly jokingly. It's quite the display, and could possibly make believers out of anyone watching it. Then again, it could be an impressive video put on by a group of students or amateur filmmakers. No matter who put it together, it could very easily be a fake. Then again, we don't want to speak out against a miracle here. That's more of a balancing act than we're willing to attempt. It does still look relatively plausible and is being touted as surefire evidence that something weird is happening in the world. Some say it's angels, others say the dawn of the superhero is upon us. Interesting theories, both of them, and there are many more circulating out there. The vast majority of commenters are stating outright that it must be an angel, but if mutants with superpowers were living among us, we think that would be pretty cool too. That being said, we'd also have to deal with supervillains, which would definitely cause some issues. All things considered, we prefer angels after all. Number 4. Angel or demon? Richard Christensen posted a freaky pic on Facebook and sparked a massive debate about what could have caused the eerie apparition. The community's divided between thinking it's a freak natural phenomenon, an angel, or a demon, with some interesting proof on all sides. It's an amazing shot, to say the least, assuming it's not Photoshop, that is. The last segment of the online theory mill is that this is simply a somewhat impressive fake designed to troll the internet. These fakes are not a new concept, with plenty of them flooding the web. This, once again, looks like it's probably the case here, but we like to give the believers their due and consider all the options. If we were gonna guess whether or not this thing was good or evil, we'd definitely lean toward the latter. We're not saying it couldn't be an angel, given the wings and overall shape, but that dark cloud is a tad ominous. If it is an angel, we suspect it could be a new kid on the scene, apt to making mistakes. If your first appearance on Earth involves stepping into an old campfire, covering yourself in ashes, the big guy's probably not gonna be all that impressed. Could be that it fell in a tar pit before it showed up, but no matter the circumstances, this is one angel that isn't really on its game. Assuming it's a demon is much more appropriate. Just look at that menacing nighttime scene. It really doesn't inspire happy thoughts of harps and leisure. Angel of death, perhaps? Now that's something we can get on board with based on the looks of things. Still, we're gonna have to say that this image that has gone absolutely viral is either a photoshopped figure or, the most inspiring theory, a palm tree taken out of focus. If that thing is living, we suggest the poster go into hiding because it might not be happy about its likeness being plastered all over the internet for everyone to see. Number 3. Angel spotted before surgery? Scott from Michigan was cruising a forum dedicated to angel sightings, with everyday people sharing their own stories in an online forum. He decided that his own angel story had made such a positive impact on his life that he simply couldn't keep it to himself. He logged in and posted a heartfelt story about his family's very own guardian angel. along with a picture to go along with it. He wrote about how his teenage son had cancer and was playing outside in the hours leading up to his surgery. Since he was heading into surgery later that evening, he wanted to have one last get-together with friends and family. The picture to go along with the story was taken during this outdoor gathering and developed later on. Prayers were said for Scott's son, who soon afterwards underwent surgery. The operation was successful, and he recovered soon after. When the photo was developed later that week, they found a curious surprise waiting for them. As if to prove that their prayers had in fact been answered that day, it shows what looks like an angel descending on the cancer-stricken teen. Scott says it's obvious that the angel was there to protect his son that day, and that the vision in the picture couldn't have been anything else. Even experts have been baffled by this, unable to recreate the effect by manipulating lighting conditions. This photo's been touted as definitive proof of the existence of angels, and it does look pretty good. We don't know what caused this image to appear, angel or not. The angelic choir, if you will, of internet voices has made it resoundingly clear that they're convinced it's some kind of spirit sent to protect the kid from harm. We think the lens flare theory is pretty good, as we've seen this kind of thing before on old developed photos, although not quite like this one. Any number of tricks or effects can cause something like this to happen. That being said, it is an uplifting story and should serve to inspire people, which is the entire point. Some critics have even cast doubt on the authenticity of the story behind the picture, but we say that really doesn't matter at the end of the day. If people believe it and feel good about it, then we'll call it a win. If it is a real angel, then that kid's set for life, and we wish we had a pal like that to watch our back. Number 2. Angelic cloud formation? Jarvis Evans posted this video in 2010, but it's still pretty impressive today. He captured footage, possibly while driving, but only God can judge him, right? This vision is one that he believes was sent from God himself to show him the light that day. We think it's a pretty cool cloud formation, but we see a lot of those. This is a little like a patch of mildew that looks like Jesus' face spreading across a concrete brick with people dropping down to touch his presence. People see whatever they want to in everyday things, and that's okay. It's hardwired into our nature, as is a fascination with the questions that science simply can't answer yet. Belief in a higher being is a good way to live your life, and we hope that Jarvis had a great day from here on out. By all indications, we think he absolutely did. More people need to be like Jarvis, although we do suggest they keep both hands on the wheel because Jesus certainly isn't going to take it if a semi veers off course. The way the light catches this cloud does make it look miraculously like an angelic figure. We expected angels to have more impressive legs, but ours would atrophy too if we had wings like that. Would you walk around places if you can fly? Yeah, we thought not, so give the angels a break. They're just a little more enlightened than we are. Unlike most, this cloud formation stuck around for quite a while, so while it wasn't an angel, it could have been a sign from above for whatever reason. People have always believed in omens, so maybe this one was specifically for Jarvis himself. If he worked it out, we'll never know because, well, he didn't tell us. It could be that his mission was to simply post this pic and spread the word. If that's the case, he pulled it off brilliantly. Number 1. Alien spacecraft or huge angel. Yet another video that has it all. This footage was taken by NASA cameras and has supposedly been seen multiple times before. This sighting took place on a feed dedicated to staring at the sun with the strange object caught in the background. The object looks a little like the Cristo Redentor statue in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, and is absolutely massive. Many have said that it's evidence of aliens, pointing to what they say are smaller ships trailing a larger mothership. We gotta say that it does look something like that, although we doubt it. Then again, you never know with these things. Maybe this mystery spot isn't a coincidence at all, and there really is something going on up there that NASA doesn't want us to know about. This specific video feed comes out of the Solar and Heliospheric Observatory, also known as SOHO, which is a spacecraft dedicated to monitoring and recording solar activity. Scientists say that this is a normal thing to see, and while interesting to look at, isn't all that anomalous. UFO hunters disagree vehemently, and have now been joined by a large number of people convinced that we're looking at an admittedly majestic angel. If this were to be an angel, it would have to be massive, definitely a member of one of the higher orders. It could be, if we may be so bold, God himself dropping in to have a look. Maybe he's ready for us to find him and is starting to leave the breadcrumbs. We think that while it does look like an angel, it does seem a little misshapen. It fits the UFO description a little better, but what doesn't look like a UFO these days? For now, we're happy to let the scientists do their thing, but catching sight of an actual angel would be life-changing, to say the least. The debate will continue in the meantime, with many sides stating their theory boldly, but falling short when it comes to actually producing evidence. NASA, on the other hand, seems to have verifiable evidence in spades, if you feel you can trust them. Hope you enjoyed the video, folks. If you did, make sure you click that subscribe button before you head out if you're new. That's all you have to do. Come on, just click it. I know you want to. Oh, and if you enjoyed the video, drop a like. I heard it gives you superpowers in the future or something. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.